Hey, everybody. Welcome to the latest edition of Legal Bites, the official podcast of Cummings and Cummings Law, where we focus on helping businesses and their owners re-domesticate out of high tax, business unfriendly jurisdictions like California. Today, we are tackling yet another real world example, as reported in the February 10th edition of the UK Telegraph. Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg and his wife Priscilla Chan are said to be purchasing a newly completed waterfront home on Miami's Indian Creek Island, a gated enclave often described as a billionaire's bunker, with a reported price range somewhere in the neighborhood of $200 million. But first, before we get into that, a brief introduction. My name is Chad Cummings, and I am an attorney and certified public accountant serving clients in matters of business, tax, and commercial law throughout the states of Florida and Texas. I am Chief Executive Officer of the multi state, multi attorney law firm Cummings and Cummings Law. And in addition to my day job, I also teach business and tax law at the university level. I hold 4 degrees, including 2 law degrees, as well as a bachelor's degree in accounting and a master's degree in taxation, in addition to 11 professional licenses and certifications spanning accounting, tax, audit, and of course, the law. My firm website is www.cummings.law. Now, this is not a vacation story, it is a jurisdiction story. The same report I referenced in the Telegraph ties the move to momentum behind a proposed one time 5% wealth tax on California residents with net worth above $1 billion, with an estimate that the levy could cost Zuckerberg over 11 billion with a B dollars, and it notes that a healthcare union is gathering signatures to force a November referendum, even as Governor Gavin Newsom of California publicly opposes the concept, though privately I am hearing he secretly supports it. Who knows? It doesn't really matter for our purposes, because here's the lesson. When an ultra high net worth principal shifts domicile, the corporate stack often follows, because residence planning fails without concomitant entity planning. If you keep California management, California payroll, California board meetings, California offices, or California sourced revenue streams tied to that state, you invite California Franchise Tax Board scrutiny and multi year fights over residency, sourcing, and unitary business assertions. A change of address alone solves nothing. That is the takeaway. Your legal structure must match reality. Now, redomestication is not a move only for billionaires. In fact, most of the clients that I work with in my law practice to redomesticate out of states like New York and California are mom and pop operations or slightly larger, but the point being, very few of them are actually billionaires. And you certainly do not need to be a billionaire to take advantage of the benefits of redomestication to a business friendly environment like Florida. Redomestication is a control and compliance move for any small or medium sized business owner who wants to stop paying for a jurisdiction under which they no longer wish to live. Redomestication is the legal change of your company's home state, which is sometimes referred to as the state of domicile, while keeping the company intact. That means keeping the contracts, keeping the name in most cases, keeping existing accounts, keeping your federal employer identification number. You are not starting over. You are not rebuilding contracts from scratch. You are instead changing the governing state law and the official domicile of the company, then aligning operations so that the facts match the paperwork. There's another aspect of this which needs to be considered. When capital relocates, service ecosystems follow. Private banking, family office staff, estate planners, corporate counsel, and the deal flow that feeds local employment leaves as well. California does not just lose a taxpayer, it risks losing an entire network of taxpayers. Below, I will outline the process which we have used consistently to assist hundreds of clients to redomesticate out of California and other states while maintaining a 100% success rate. Step one, confirm what you are moving. Many owners move personally, but leave the business anchored in the former state through payroll management and record keeping. That creates a residency and nexus hook. You need a coordinated plan where your personal move and business move point in the same direction. Step two, prepare the conversion package. This means, among other things, a written plan of conversion, owner approvals, updated governing documents for the destination state, and resolutions that authorize signers to deal with banks, vendors, payroll providers, and registered agents, as well as paperwork that needs to be filed with the prior state. This paperwork does not exist just to check the box or satisfy the filing office. Rather, it exists to build a framework to win an audit in the future and prevent internal disputes later. This is not a weekend DIY project. As one of my clients vividly told me recently after we successfully completed her redomestication out of California, to use her phrasing, attempting to handle this process yourself is like performing brain surgery on yourself in the McDonald's parking lot without anesthesia. I could not have said it better myself. Step three, file the documents and establish the domicile. Once filed, your entity's home state changes. You then must update the company's public and operational footprint. Principal office addresses, registered agent addresses, officer information, and business registrations need to match. Step four, move control, not just your mail. Your biggest risk in a redomestication is leaving decision-making and operations behind. You should relocate where management works, where contracts get approved and signed, where books and records live, where accounting closes happen, and where payroll and HR operate. If you keep the old state as the place where the real decisions and operations happen, you are setting yourself up for failure, and you are handing the California Franchise Tax Board the argument on a silver platter that you never left. Step five, cleanly and consistently handle any ongoing operations in the old state. Hopefully you're getting the point by now. If you still have employees, offices, inventory, or regular work in that prior state, you may have ongoing compliance and tax duties there. Redomestication changes the state of domicile. It does not erase reality. Therefore, if you are thinking of simply filing for a redomestication but keeping everything status quo in your old state, be that California, New York, or elsewhere, you are probably wasting your time. You need to sit down and talk with an experienced commercial law attorney who can give you the facts. The goal here is to keep what you must keep documented and avoid unfavorable facts that can recreate the old tax exposure which you are attempting to escape. I said it before, I'll say it again. Redomestication is not just for billionaires. A founder with a modest exit on the horizon, a physician with a practice, a CPA, a logistics company with a few employees, or even a sole proprietorship set up as an LLC can all get crushed by the same mistake, an incomplete move that leaves enough ties for the California Franchise Tax Board to claim ongoing residency or business nexus. Now, if your business is still anchored in California or another business unfriendly jurisdiction, visit my website to learn more about how we can solve that problem quickly, effectively, and for a flat fee in most cases. Now is the time to redomesticate to a pro-business state like Florida or Texas, and we handle both. Do not be the last business owner left standing in the Golden State. If you are, don't forget to turn off your lights on the way out. If you have questions regarding redomesticating your existing LLC or corporation, please use the link in the description for more information on this process. And if you wish to schedule time for us to chat about your specific situation. Again, my name is Chad Cummings, and I hope that you found this information valuable. As always, the information in this presentation is general in nature and is not legal advice, because legal advice by definition, must be specific to a particular set of facts and circumstances. Should you have any questions regarding this information or the content of any of my earlier presentations, please visit my firm website at www.cummings.law to schedule time for us to speak. I look forward to that opportunity, as well as perhaps even to the opportunity to work together and speak with you very soon.